Hello, tubulars. Thank you for joining me. This is for a brand new segment. I am going to be interviewing my good friend, Sarah Alexander, who I have met through my business and her business. She is a great public speaker. I have so much admiration for this girl, and she is just the cutest little thing. I want to pinch her cheeks every time I see her, which sounds violent, but I don't mean it that way. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for joining me. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Sure. Here, let me get to where I have a solid background real quick. I should have did this before we started. I'll just sit down here for a second. Okay. All right. There. That looks a little better, doesn't it?
Oh, that looks very professional. Not at all airport-ish.
No, not at all. Well, my name is Sarah Alexander, and I have 3 kids. They're 1, 7, and 9. And I was introduced to the network marketing world through my ex. So I worked behind the scenes. I was, the super assistant that helped him stay connected to everybody so he could have that connection and keep that engagement. And then when it didn't work out and I found myself a single mom again, I was faced with, I got used to living a certain lifestyle, 1, and 2, did I want to go back to work and work just to pay daycare? And I didn't want to do that. So I realized the potential that you can have in network marketing. And I thought, I could do this too. So I never believed in myself. And then I got to a point where I didn't have a choice not to believe in myself. So I just dove in and I just, hit the ground running, and I'm still running. So I've had some success, and it's hard work and like consistency. It's like little wins every day, basically. So sorry, I think I got off on a little tangent, but
that's okay. I'm just soaking it all up. I've found that that's what you have to do in this business. Every bit of knowledge that you can get your hands on, you just soak it up. So I'm loving it, and I know that our audience is going to too. So like I said, this is a new segment, and I wanted your opinion. I have 2 ideas for names. The first one is the Dianna Inquisition.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, what's the second one?
Other one, because I'm going to limit all of my interviews to 5 questions, because otherwise I could do 5-hour interviews.
Right.
And nobody wants that kind of marathon, whether they're the interviewee or the watcher. So the other one is 5 to Thrive.
Ooh, I like that too.
Well, that is not helpful, Sarah.
I know. I like the Inquisition one though.
We'll think on it and we'll circle back to that one. Okay, yeah. So are you ready for my hardball questions?
I am.
Okay. Our first one is, I have to find it.
Okay, no problem.
I'm a rookie. Did I mention I'm a rookie?
Me too, girl.
Never
We're just real people. Everybody.
Ooh, yeah, this was a great question. On which platform do you find the most leads for your business? And I'm assuming it's like social media is kind of where I know you meet a lot of people in person, but as far as social media or anything online, what is your go-to?
Okay, so I am really good at one-on-one. That's my gift. I like connecting with people, talking to people, like being able to, in the sense, my emotion, where I'm coming from, and vice versa. So I do like to connect with people. And I remember what I was going to talk about, by the way. So remind me about that. But then also it is social media. That's where the world is today. And so I meet a lot of people online, and it's not because I'm bragging about what I got. It's not because I'm posting ads or doing all these online marketing leads. I prefer to do it organically. Yes, I probably will get to a point where I'm paying for leads and I'm paying for funnels, but I haven't had to do that yet because things are just being organic right now. And organic means free. So that's awesome, right?
Love organic.
Yes, we love organic.
Because that's expensive.
Yes, it gets very expensive. And so, like, especially me as a single mom, can't really afford to invest large amounts of money into my business at this point, right? So, I'm just real. I connect with people that are in my business, people that are not in my business. If anybody likes and comments on one of my posts, I go. Sometimes I'm not perfect. Okay. There are times when I don't do this, but I try really hard to like and comment on anybody that liked or commented on one of my posts. I go to their Facebook page or their Instagram and I find a post of theirs that I like, not just the first one. I try to make it authentic. So I find one that I actually like and I'll like and make a comment on there. So what that does is that kind of gets you engaged back and forth with that person a little bit more. They're going to pay a little bit more attention to you. And two, the more people that you are liking and commenting on, the more Facebook is going to allow your stuff to be seen to. So it's all kind of a game and like your algorithm with Facebook. And I'm kind of learning this game. And I just had people reach out to me. Oh my gosh, well, you've totally changed in the last 6 months. I can tell your confidence is different. I can tell your posts are different. I can tell you're in a different place in your life. What are you doing? Let's catch up. I genuinely catch up with people and I let them ask me, where do you work? What do you do? Are you in a company? And that's when I talk to them and I share with them the opportunity or the product. But I let it organically kind of come up. And then I keep my stories going every 24 hours because that definitely gets your algorithm up. The more people that see your stories, you'll have a lot more people see your stories and they will post. And so I just, you keep those going. And then the more engagements that you get, the more Facebook will, for free, allow your stuff to be seen by more and more eyes that like the stuff that you like. So you want me to kind of get into a little bit of what I've done with my Facebook or not yet?
You have such a great Facebook. That is one of the things that
I learned. It was an education project.
Yeah.
I didn't do that on my own. I definitely learned.
Yeah. Well, and I have to tell our audience real quick how we met.
Yes.
So we went to a convention for our company. It was the pre-launch of our company. We're not going to do a hard launch until October. So we're still a super small company. I think we're up to like 4,000 distributors, which is
so exciting.
Tiny for network marketing. So everyone who's in it right now is, I don't even know how you could not succeed in this.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Now.
Yeah.
It was a really small crowd when we went to this launch, and you were one of the speakers, you and your business partner. And I just fell in love with both of you. You guys are so down to earth and so genuine. And we had a lot of great speakers, but the two of you were so relatable that I just felt like, oh my God, I really can do this. Because everybody else has these personalities that are what I would call very strong on the network marketing side. And I'm not strong.
Well, I think they're born public speakers. They've been professional for years. And it's like, well, I'm not like that. So.
Yes, but you and Laura were somebody who really, I felt like, represented me. So we get a bathroom break. I go to the bathroom and the line is long. What is it with women's restrooms? We always have a line. So I see somebody coming out of the men's restroom and I said, is there anybody in there? And he said, no, I was the last one. And I said, dude, will you escort me into the bathroom? And he said, yeah, come on. So I was the lone woman in a line full of four women who had to pee. And I snuck into the men's restroom. And this guy that I didn't know at the time, I ended up finding out that he's one of our Emerald executives. Like, if you're going to crash the men's restroom at a business function, probably not the guy that you want to recruit.
But it is. We're all family. It's okay. We're all real people. We are all real people.
He takes me into the bathroom. He stands outside the stall and makes sure that no men come in to use the urinals, which I had not even thought about, so that when I come out, I'm not sexually harassing anybody in the men's restroom. But I didn't want to wash my hands in there because it's icky. So I go into the women's restroom and I see Sarah and her business partner standing in line still. And because I'm so spastic, I decide that's a great time to introduce myself with dirty hands from having just peed. Thank God I didn't try to shake your guys' hands. Oh my God. And I was just like, all I could say was, oh my God, I love you guys so much. I loved what you said, and you were great. You were so inspirational, and I can't wait to get home and implement what you're saying. And the two of you were so just down to earth, no pretense at all. Didn't even make me feel like an idiot. Like, I didn't realize how much of an idiot I was until I walked away, and I was like, that is the most uncouth thing that I've ever done in my life. But you both still talked to me. I reached out to you on Facebook afterwards, and both of you, I said, oh my God, I can't believe that I did that, and thank you for being so gracious. And both of you were just like, no big deal. Of course I remember you, because it was crazy. But we've been following you on social media ever since. And if we can share my screen, there we go. I want to show people your Facebook page. Follow her on Facebook. Look her up, follow her, because this is, I mean, I could do this for the rest of my life and not be able to give you the same amount of quality information. I don't know where my camera is, that she gives you every single day, just being herself. So now I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to let you talk about what you're doing here with your Facebook page, because I think it's wonderful.
So one important thing that I did learn is you want to have your profile picture be only of you, and like a professional, or just a good headshot of you. It doesn't have to be professional. It could be really real. This was one of the few times in my life I had some headshots taken. Laura and I did it. We had a blast. It was kind of just like a fun day in Florida. So I happened to have one, so I used that one. It can be any, but I use my same profile picture. It's only me, and I use it across all my social media. So that way people can easily find me and recognize me, my name and my photo. Your cover, I've learned, can be anything. If you want people to learn a little bit more about you, put that on there. Make it look really sharp, eye-catching, because people have a short attention span, so you want to catch their attention very quickly. Or you can have a great, colorful family photo or something like that. The other thing that I do is on the About Me, I try to put as much stuff as I can, because you never know who you're going to relate to in one of the jobs that you've had, or one of the courses that you've taken in school, or look how far you've come from there to here. So it gives you just more credibility with people and more relatability. Then on my 9 featured photos, I learned that also it's attracting and it looks professional if you have some kind of a pattern. So I chose to do every other one a quote, and I chose to put my kids on there. So for me, that's what I chose to do. You could do, just one quote in the middle, pictures around the edges, something like that. Another thing to keep in mind is I keep my story going every 24 hours, because that gets my content on more eyes. And if you have a lot of pictures to post, I'll try to only post one picture on my post, and then I'll put, the post with the picture, and then I'll put, for more photos, watch my story, view my story. So then they view the story. So you're not bombarding your timeline in the news feed with photos, because honestly, you're always going to get more viewers on your story. Also, I don't post problems that I'm going through. I don't post negative things on Facebook. I wait till I've overcame it, or I've accomplished it, or I got through that struggle. Then I post it, and I post what I went through, whatever's appropriate, and I post how I overcame it. So then it's an inspiring post instead of you're just posting your drama and negativity.
That is a really good tip. That is so smart.
I haven't always done that. So like I look back at my time hops and I'm like mortified, like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so these are just little things that I've learned and I try to implement. But really the liking, like anybody that likes or comments, I go find that person, I like and comment on at least one of their posts. And maybe I have a conversation. I also, Facebook only shows you a very small percentage of your friends. So if you can make a commitment to yourself, whatever company that you're in, whatever business you have, social media is a great tool. Go through and tell yourself you're going to go through your friends list and reconnect with like 2 people a day, 4 people a day. At the end of the month, it's going to be a lot of new people, and you're not going to pitch them. You're not going to market to them. You're not going to sell them. You are going to start up a conversation. Hey, it's been a long time. How are you doing? I'd love to catch up. When you have a minute, ask them about themselves. There's nothing people like more than talking about themselves. So get to know people, connect with people, be a genuine friend to people. And that's when you're going to have genuine interest. When you chase people, they're going to run away. So don't chase people.
And were you naturally that kind of talk to strangers person?
I am. Yeah, I've
You are, yeah.
never really met a stranger. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm the
I'm
same way.
real. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. You
a
get
real person.
the most amazing stories by talking to people, like stuff that you would never even think about on your own or
Yes.
look into, or I agree.
Yes.
I'm the same way.
Absolutely. And
So
I
do
mean,
you have a
we're all
public profile or is it private?
It's public. It's very important that you're public. That way anybody can see you. And so I have all my posts. They should be anyway. If they're not, then it's a mistake. But I should be public, and all my posts are public.
And you don't feel a certain way about having your kids on there with a public profile?
I don't, because honestly, nowadays, all of our stuff's on the dark web anyway. And, I mean, we're with electronics the way that it is, with everything the way that everything's so accessible. If anybody wants your information, they've already got it. And they're not,
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, because you put this on Facebook, now they have all this information to hack your life or, cause havoc. Like, you're already out there. All your information's already out there. And with online banking and stuff like that, within a second if your card's used and you didn't authorize it or whatever. So I honestly am raising my kids in public, in the spotlight, because that's how the world is. I'm not going to shelter them and then have them be shocked when they move out on their own. So I'm just trying to guide them and protect them as I can, but also some things we can't control. So even if you're private on Facebook, you're really not protecting your family like you think you are.
That's a really good point.
My opinion. That's my opinion. I'm not a professional.
Yeah, don't at us.
Yeah.
We're not asking for your opinion. That's not part of this interview. I know that at is like Twitter speak, but I love it. So that's what I tell everybody now. Don't at me.
Don't at me. Yeah, don't at me.
So is Facebook the only social media that you do, or are you on other things?
That's the one that I'm the best at. But I'm trying to get my life together on Instagram. So I try to do the same thing where I wait until I have 9 pictures I want to post, or like combo of pictures and quotes. So if you want to pull up my Instagram, you can. And then I try to make every Instagram. 9. Oh, see, I'm new to it. Honestly, the statistics show that Facebook's number 1, Facebook Messenger's number 2 when it comes to marketing and meeting people. And then it's like Instagram, and then it's email actually. So I'm trying to get better at it, but I basically just try to post pictures so they look attractive and like 9 photo grids, and that way people can quickly look through my Instagram and get an idea of, here's a story of Sarah's life.
Yeah.
Every 9 pictures is a different story, and they can quickly make an assessment, because people aren't going to sit there for 3 days and try to figure out who you are. So I try to quickly give them, like a quick view of who I am and what I'm doing so they can connect.
That's all great advice. God, I'm so smart to pick you. Okay. What is your best advice to someone just starting out in this business?
Okay. Do not vomit on everybody that you meet. And do not try to sign up your entire family and everybody that you know. Just continue to be you. Be happy. Show the positive things in your life. Be who you want to attract. And so people are going to naturally want to know, what are you doing different? What is it? What are you taking? What are you doing? Where are you working? How do you have all this free time? How have you not had a migraine in 3 months? What is going on? Whatever it is. So, and honestly, just like typically whatever company you're in, they're going to give you a toolbox of tools. So you're going to have educational videos. You're going to have links. You're going to have an upline. You're going to have Zoom. You're going to have calls. So please utilize your upline. I reach out to my people all the time. What can I do for you today? Is there anything? How can I support you? Can I do any calls, any group messages, any Zoom, any can I help you in any way? And they don't utilize me. Sometimes some do, most don't. And
Yeah.
I'm here to help. It's not a burden. Like, that's my job, right? So utilize
That is
your
a
upside.
fantastic segue to our next question, which is how involved you are with your downline, including their training, motivation, and providing support. And I'll tell you why I'm asking this question. I have found with other network marketing companies, downlines are like, once I sign you,
I'm over you.
Yeah. And it's different with our company. It's
is.
way different. And so I don't know if that's just on my team or if it really is company-wide.
Well, I mean, I love our company and our leadership, and I think that that's why they created the comp plan the way that they did, so it would continue to create the right behaviors that they want, because they want that integrity. They want everybody to help everybody. It doesn't matter. Like, we're all on the same team, so they want you to help people regardless. So I think that helps, but also, I mean, people are responsible for themselves and their own successes. And so I think we've just done a really good job of only bringing people with the right mindset and the right level of integrity and, morals to this company. So we're bringing the right people in. We're not doing it out of greed to just try to get as many people as we can. We're trying to bring people of quality in. So I think that helps. But I know the leadership and the way that they've structured this company benefits you more the more people that you help that are under you. It doesn't matter if they're direct to you or not, but definitely if they're direct to you. So they just want everybody to help everybody. We're one big team. I think that's really, really important.
So are you coaching people who aren't even signed under you at any level?
I will help. Yeah, I will help anybody. You're in my company, I will help. Even if you're not in my company, but you just want some advice, I'm here to help. I mean, it's not like there's a limit. Like, we did an exercise. I can't remember if it's at your event or at a different event that I went to, where they had everybody take a deep breath in, and there's enough oxygen that we all got to take a big deep breath in, right? So there's enough room for all of us.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to be nervous about helping people because there's not enough room. So the cool thing is there's enough room for all of us. The more you help people, the more lives you change, your paycheck will reflect that. And I've always said, you do the right thing and the money will come. And that is so true. It's so true in this company, especially.
So when you say that you're in daily contact with your team, how far down does that generation go? Is that just the people who you have personally signed? Or is that the people you personally signed and the people that they signed and the people that they signed?
So I try to trickle down as far as I can. And I work every day on try to connect with more people and get better at that. I get caught up with kids and live, the story. Sometimes I have excuses, but I try not to hide behind those. And I'm always available. Like, if people just reach out to me, I try to make sure people know I'm here. I don't care whose team you're on. I don't care if you're signed with me, direct to me, or like you're 1 down from me or 5 down from me, or you're not even on my team. I will help you in any way that I can. So I try to make sure people know that. I try to, like, it's good to send, cards, birthday cards, little gifts, little things, inspirational messages, people, like, keep them, make them feel special. Obviously, I'm not perfect, and so I miss people sometimes. But I really try, and if you're a leader at all, which means for me, if you want to call it a leader, that means you sign up even one person. If you have one person, then make it so you're accountable to that one person. And then as you grow, it's so important that we are supportive of our downlines, no matter where you're at. So I might not necessarily reach everybody, but I want to.
I only have 2 people signed up under me, and even before I signed up that first one, I started doing Zoom trainings and coaching on Telegram, whatever I needed to, because I thought one day I'm going to have a billion people.
It happens fast. And
I want to learn now.
You personally, and like, I personally can't keep up with every single person. I can't. I mean, I could, but that's a full-time job. So I just let them know that I'm available. I love on them. I give them support and encouragement. And then it's up to them, and it's their responsibility to reach out to me and say, hey, will you, are you available? And I'll say yes. I will always say yes.
Yeah.
It's a matter of when, but I will always say yes, and I'll be
And
there.
I can absolutely attest to that, because there have been so many times that I've wanted to reach out to you, but I'm like, she's not in my upline, and
I don't
she's
even
so
care.
busy. But every time that I have, you've answered right away. You've been right there. I've said, Sarah, can you do that? And here you are.
Thank
So
you.
cool.
Yeah. I definitely make a conscious effort. Like you get what you put out there, right? So
That is so true. You do. And a lot of people, like, how long did it take you to start really rolling with the business?
well, I took off. I mean, I took off running. Like I was in like fight or flight or whatever you want to call it, like survival mode for my family and myself. And it happened pretty quickly because I believed in it. I knew the opportunity, and I don't know. I just ran with it. So within 7 weeks, I hit a promotion in the company. And do you want me to say what the volume was or no? I don't know.
Sure.
Okay. So within 7 weeks, I hit 50,000 in volume, which I'd never done that before. And I believe I had about 200 people under me. So it wasn't that, like, not like an unattainable amount of people.
How many
Right? But it's
people?
what they did. 200.
And that was within 7
Not
weeks.
direct. Yeah, that wasn't
Yeah.
direct to me.
Yeah.
Those are just everybody people I signed up and they signed up and they signed up. And so I was really proud because I'd never done that before. But the difference was I had the confidence I never had before, and I believed in myself. I believed in the company and the product, and I believed that I was selfish not to share. So sharing with somebody could change their life and could help them, give them a better opportunity or a better quality of life. So when I looked at it that way, instead of, oh, I'm trying to sell something, oh, I'm at work, it really, really helps. And a little trick that I do when I'm traveling, or I'm just out of my little small town, I'll tell people, anywhere that I'm at, my Uber driver, my waitress, wherever, the girl at Sephora, whatever, and they'll ask what I do, or I'll talk about it. My hair gets lots of attention, my tattoos get lots of attention. So it's an open door to have a conversation. So I'll just say, hey, actually, I've partnered up with this company and we're hiring in your area if you know anyone that's interested. And I'll give them just a little snippet and then I give them my card. Here's the thing. When you don't put pressure on them as you're trying to sell to them, it's key. I make them say, hey, if you know anyone, if anyone you know is interested, the company that I've partnered with, not I'm selling this product, or you need to sell this product with me. I make them think, we're hiring in your area. If you know anyone that's looking for an opportunity that wants to put 5 to 10 hours a week in at home, or wants to replace their job, or have more freedom or a little extra income, let me know and I can help them get started. And I give them my card, or I'll connect them on Facebook or whatever. That seems to really help when you take that pressure off of, I sell this. Do you want to sell this?
Yeah. Because as soon as people hear sales, they're like, oh, I'm not good at sales. You know what? I'm a bookkeeper by trade.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
count
I don't
someone
have to be sold.
else's money. I don't
No,
make my own money. I count someone else's. That's what I
Yeah,
do.
I cringe when I see people's Facebooks when they're trying to sell stuff all the time. I cringe. Or like even if I go into Victoria's Secret and they come up to me and they're like, "Hi, do you need it?" Nope, nope, nope. I don't want them to sell me anything, right? Because
Yeah.
I do need something. Maybe I do need help. But I'm gonna ask them because they want to sell me something. That's how it is for us too. So we have to remember that. It's not about the sale; it's about the connection and the relationship.
That is such a good point. God, no wonder you're so successful. How did you not do this before?
I know, right?
So do you post about the business on your Facebook, or is it just like?
I keep saying try. I hate the word try. I feel like I've come to the conclusion that trying is lying. So when you say try, you're saying lie. You're saying a lie. I'm trying not to say try, but I'm lying. So I make a conscious effort not to have my logo, not to have my company name, and not to have my product on my page. Doesn't mean anybody else shouldn't. That's just what works for me. That's my personal thing. That's what I do. Because I feel like as soon as somebody sees the product, they're like, oh, get off that, run away, run, right? So I'll do things like, oh my gosh, I haven't had headaches in this long, or I've had so much energy today. I've been running around with the kids. My sleep was incredible. So I give symptoms, I give the benefits, I give the time freedom. I kind of like give all that away in my post without saying exactly the company and the product. I don't want them Googling it and signing up with somebody else. And I don't want them running away before they've actually had a chance to learn about the opportunity or the product. So I try to keep it mysterious a little bit, and I don't answer questions and comments. I only do it in messages.
That is such great advice. That's amazing. God, I was so like focused on that. I completely lost the question that I was going to ask you. But by the way, I think we've discovered that I can't name it 5 to Thrive because there's no way I'm going to be able to limit myself to 5 questions.
I like the
Dianna Inquisition. It is.
Yes, that's my favorite anyway. So
okay, cool. Good. Okay, good. Okay, so this is your last planned question.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's not the one. Oh, what tools do you utilize to keep yourself organized and make sure you don't miss any follow-ups with your leads?
Okay, so at minimum, I keep alarms and calendars on my phone. The other thing that I do is, I mean, I'm a little crazy. You don't have to get this in depth, but I'll keep a spreadsheet. And then I go down like, this is when I contacted this person. This is how many days they've been on the product or the trial, or this is, you know, they hit this rank and call them on this day, reach out on this day. This is their date of birth, or not their birthday. This is their anniversary. This is their kids, something important in their life. I try to keep track of people. So as much as you can. Obviously, it's going to eventually get bigger than you. But I feel like it also is motivation for people to want to be in like my top 20, 50, 100 people, because I will love on you. I will reach out to you. I try to keep trickling it down, but you know, there's only one of me. So
Yeah.
if you want something, it's your responsibility to attain it and get it and achieve it.
That is such great advice. So how much time of your day is spent on your business, and do you make a conscious effort to take days off when fangirls aren't bothering you, like, come do an interview for my YouTube channel, I love you so much?
Oh my gosh. Hold on, sorry. I should put my phone on airplane mode. Got a call. No, I love it. I was actually flattered. I'm like, she wants to talk to me. Who am I? I don't know. I don't know what to say. See, we're all just real people. Nobody knows anything. Like we're all stumbling through this, trying to, you know, get the strength and the positive and what works and just pile it all together to make your own success. So, honestly, I don't have a certain number of hours. I know that I work all the time. But I make a conscious effort with my kids, because especially the older two that are 9 and 7, they're like, Mommy, get off your phone, watch this movie with me. So I have definitely lately been making more of a conscious effort to work and be on my phone during school hours and from 8 o'clock p.m. on. So while the kids are with me from like 3:30 to 8, I'm going to be a little harder to get a hold of. I'm still available. I still do calls. I still do work. I just limit that amount of time with my kids. You know, they're little, and I have about a decade left with them before they're off, and they're too cool for me. So I really put an effort into making them a priority, and they know, they sense that. They're old enough now; they know better. So I mean, I don't really know like an hour, but I feel like it's part time. I feel like I still have a lot of freedom. I still spend a lot of time with my kids, and I'm successful. So I kind of feel like I have it all right now. I love it, and I'm
Yeah.
not rich by everyone's means, you know. But for me in my life, time with my kids, time freedom is rich to me, and that's
I
what's most
still have a
important.
9 to 5, so I get off of, well, it's not literally a 9 to 5. I work 7:30 to 4 o'clock. When
Right.
I get off of work, I'm pretty
So you
much
have a
going
job.
for another 5 hours. But it doesn't feel like I'm working because it's so
Right.
much fun. And I'm
Exactly.
like, I'm in my
That's what I love.
bathtub and I'm working. So it's,
Exactly.
when you're passionate about it, you don't feel like you're working. So that was kind of an unfair question. So I want to end it with a very softball, just silly question. And this is what's been on my mind from the moment that I saw you. And please be honest, because I don't have a very big following yet. So I'm sure that the only person who's ever going to see this interview is my mom. Unless you decide
no,
to
you're not. You are
share
sure
it on your
thousands
account.
of people are going to
No,
you
well, I know, but I need to
happen.
give you the freedom to be honest. So let's just go with it's only going to be my mom watching.
Okay. In your underwear, right?
Are you secretly a Disney princess?
Ah!
Mickey Mouse will never know. I will not tell him.
No, I would love to be. That would be so cool. I'm pretty sure my cats like get me like disqualified.
Well,
But
I think that maybe you're the PG version of a Disney princess instead of a G version of a Disney princess.
I think so.
I ever see you in a ball gown, you are never going to be able to convince me that you are not a Disney princess.
You are too kind. You are too sweet. Yes, I would love to be for sure.
Well, thank you so much for your time. You are the epitome of graciousness. I can't even believe that I was able to have you as my first interview. It's so amazing to me, and it means so much. Oh, yes. It's going to be wonderful. So
we're going to watch you. We're going to watch you grow, and you're going to change so many people's lives. You're going to impact so many people's lives. You're going to help those that are in your company and not. And I love that. Like that is the key to life, helping change lives.
And when I realized that that's what I was doing with my business, it was not that I was selling people, because again, I'm not a salesperson. It was when I am helping people with our great products that have changed my entire life, with this opportunity that has changed my entire life. I have a great raw personal video that I just put out on my YouTube channel about my why.
I want to see it. Share your YouTube link with me. Put it in the comments of this or somewhere on here so your viewers can see it too. Yeah.
Well, and I need to do it so that you can share this interview on your Facebook page, because you did amazing. I can't believe that you don't do this like this for a living. Like an inspirational speaker. Like, write a book. I'll be your ghostwriter. I'll do it for free just so that I can soak up all of that information.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
The time that it turned around for me and I really started finding success is when I stopped selling and started helping, because that's exactly what my whole life has been about. I have donated so many hours to my kids' school and to the Moose fraternity and different shelters in our area, and because that's what life is for me. That's where I get my strength and my happiness. Wait a minute. I'm not the interviewee. What am I doing? I'm prattling on.
I'm happy. You're fine. You are doing great.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you run and catch that airplane, because otherwise I'll never shut up. Thank you so much. You were amazing. I'll post this on YouTube. I'm going to send you a link to my channel, and we're best friends now.
Absolutely. For life. BFF.
And you're my favorite Disney princess.
Oh, thanks. We'll have to come up with my name.
Oh, and good at that. I'll find one for you.
Okay.
Thank you, Sarah. Have a safe trip.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.